I am from Bangalore. Well, the purpose of attending this session is to understand more about the implementation concept and to enhance my existing skill of that since I'm already as a consultant, but not to that extent. I would like to just learn more deeper and in detail the concept of in that MM functionality to
Okay.
enhance more about my features. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, great.
thank you.
Yeah. So anybody else you want to introduce yourself? We have very limited time. Yeah, please. So what purpose you are here? So what you are expecting? Anyone? So Vijay Lakshmi, Prashant.
Skill, knowledge, and development.
Okay. So some of them have don't have any experience in SAP. So some of them they have some support experience. So guys can explore what kind of experience you have. So see, end of the day, we are here for how to get the job. So this is not a commercial training. So along with that, so we are going to make sure that how we can able to get the job. So we don't want to search one more training institute. So I want to get the implementation project. So you might be attended. I think whenever you attended this demo session, anyway, we have a next 1.5 hours. We are going to see, and if you want to change your career, this should be the stopper stop. So we don't want to go through once again one more training institute. So if you are not completed here, it's nowhere. So which means last 15 years we are going to do this, 10 plus years experience, 10 plus years experience we have for only implementation projects. So how to execute. So everyone can give a training. So how we can give the end-to-end implementation project training so that we familiarize and we success in this industry. And most of the trainees, so already they have completed training. Even they maybe a very basic level knowledge configurations. We train them also in during the project we are going to support. So right, yeah. So before that, let me introduce about myself. I am Dhanush. So I have more than 17 plus years of experience and around 15-16 years experience in relevant experience in SAP. And I have worked with various companies, all the MNC companies, and majority of the countries also I have worked and worked as a started as a junior consultant, then senior, so then solution architect, worked as a project manager, global delivery consultant. So I have various experience across the global. Okay. So apart from that, about our company Mara Technologies, so they have we have internal in-house consultant. We are doing we are not implementing any project for but we are giving a support kind of project. We have in-house team is there. So that in-house team, they are going to help you for the this project also. So moreover, I'm going to lead myself and our team is going to lead the project. And along with that, we have an internal consultant. So they are also going to from the day one once the pre-project starts. So what is pre-project? Pre-project means, so before start the project, there are 1 week times or 10 days time. So we are going to discuss about, we are going to, whoever lagging in the configurations or whoever need, how to prepare the functional specification. So there are so many topics are there which are relevant to the project. So we are going to guide you. So that is called as a pre-project deliverables, right? So the project is going to be started 15th November, and we have a two different batches, morning and evening. So anyway, before that, let me, I'll just because we have Srikant or someone can mute, no others. Yeah. Okay. So let me move to the there are two different type of slides. I mean, which I'm going to show you. One is for the SAP S4 HANA. What are the changes they have given? Okay. So that I'm going to explain about you for module wise. We have a topic. So then we are going to jump into our project related deliverables. So what we are going to be, execute our projects. Okay. So end of the day, how the implementation project works as a consultant. So how we are going to be delivering the implementation process. So let me share the screen. Okay. So everyone can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, see, actually, most of them you are working in SAP ECC system. So most of them they are working in SAP S/4HANA system. But what all the delta changes are there? So that we are going to be see. That is more important. So most of the interview also they are going to be asked about the delta changes in SAP S/4. Your module specific, at least you should know that. Okay. So what are the databases? Databases level. What are the changes? And that is called data modeling, right? So like what all the tables, structure level, reporting level, screen level. So there are so many integrations they have done it, so that we need to be understanding that. Okay, so first of all we have to discuss about like our the Fiori access, right? The first sites of your SAP S/4HANA Fiori. So Fiori actually it's a front end system. In ECC we call as a GUI is the front end system, right? So now when it comes to SAP S/4HANA, so Fiori, so now SAP forcefully to implement Fiori access. So most of them, even though they are using for S/4HANA, they are not implemented Fiori. But now SAP forced to implement Fiori access, right? So for all the business transaction, all the end user which we are going to use in the Fiori access. So then we have a transition process. So transition process, there are three different type of transition, right? So whether you are going to be implementing SAP as a new implementation projects, that is called as a greenfield implementation projects. So then another options we have a migrations, right? Already SAP they have ECC they have, let's say for last 15-20 years they are using SAP ECC. So how they want to be migrate that data into S4 HANA, right? So that is called as a brownfield approach. Okay, so that is also what all the step by steps everything going to be see that. So next there is a hybrid approach. Okay, what is hybrid approach? So hybrid approach, it's not applicable for the small scale kind of company, maybe 5 company or 10 company. This is like applicable. There are 200 300 applications are they have integrated, right? For example, the retail industries. So retail industries they have so many warehouse management systems, so many mobile apps kind of systems will be there, and so many invoice systems are like that. So there are 200 300 applications, right? Like S4 HANA is one of the applications, same way. So they have a other servers also, other application also we need to be migrated, right? So that is called as a hybrid approach, right? So most of the things directly you can migrate, most of the case again we have to both combine together greenfield and the brownfield kind of approach called as a hybrid approach. So next we are going to discuss about the business partner creation. In the business partner creation process, there are so many changes, right? So everyone knows that in SAP ECC we have XD01 and XD02, XD03s are there. So when it comes to SAP S/4HANA, we call it as a business partner. So what all the configurations are there? So what all the screen level, what all the changes are there? So how the business partner, so what are the other fields, right? There are so many changes. So if you want to configure the tax type, or whether the type of business partner type, so like that there are so many. If you download the template for the business partner, you can see all the we can see the columns, what all the tabs which they are using in that sub vendor master, so we can able to be access that. Okay, so that is also we are going to be that is stages, because everyone know I know the business partner. So end of the day, the business partner backend, what all the tables are linking. Let's say for BUT 100 or BUT 000, BUT 100, BUT 200. So there are so many tables are there, right? So these are all the business partner related tables. Even though legacy we are using for LFA1, LFB1, LFC1 for vendor, and KNA1, KNB1, KN. So these are all the tables also exist. Okay, so SAP they are not replaced. So those tables also is there, but mostly Fiori purpose. When the Fiori is accessing, it will not access the legacy tables. Fiori screen will access most of the the table which SAP they have designed. So those tables only, the because of the the data, it will be very fast, and compare with legacy data databases tables. Right. So next we are going to discuss about material master delta changes. So what are the changes in material master? So this part we are going to be discuss. We know 18 character length in ECC, but when it comes to S4 HANA, there are 40 character lengths. So those things also we are going to be going to look into that. So then we have other changes. Foreign trade fields also they have added. So that we have to be see. Then SD we have output type, output management delta changes. So earlier we are using NACE, right? So now how this output type determinations, in BRF plus how we are going to be configured, what are the step-by-step process, so how we can assign the form template, finally how we can able to see, same, in the VA01 or same in, purchase order screen we are going to see, but instead of NSE, so we are going to be assigned from the BRF plus, for that we are going to activate, so we are going to be, upload the forms and everything, the step-by-step process we have to be follow for that, the output type determination. So now the same output type we can able to be used in the Fiori apps also. So in the Fiori apps also we can able to be configured. So nowadays SAP coming in the cloud practices, we don't have any GUI concept like that. So there they have the output type parameter determinations. So there we have to, the step-by-step process, everything we need to be configured in the Fiori apps level. So next, credit management in SAP SD. So the credit management, so we are going to be, what is the difference between ECC and SAP S4 HANA, and what are the configuration setups in credit management. So all the information which related to SD we are going to see. So because these are all the delta changes. So between ECC and ECC SAP S4 HANA, so all the changes we are going to be discussed in the implementation projects. So this is also one of the deliverables. So then we have a settlement management. So settlement management, nothing but the rebate process. Same thing in ECC also, rebate is there in S4 HANA also we have the rebate per process. So what is the difference, and what is the new T codes, or what is the new Fiori apps which they are going to be used, and what is the difference between ECC and S4 HANA? So these are all the implications we are going to be discussing in the rebate management. Okay, so then we have a revenue. One second. So revenue recognitions. So what are the delta changes we are going to be seeing? So pricing. So pricing SAP, what are the changes they have given in the delta changes in the condition record table. So in the condition record tables, for example, there is a PRCD elements. So earlier, it was in a KOMV table, but now SAP completely they removed. So this table is there, but the data nothing. There is no any condition master. There is no any sales order related information is not going to be saved. So instead of that, they have introduced for PRCD elements. For how we can able to fetch the the pricing details, right? See, pricing details means nothing but sales order number, item number. So then there is a 4-5 line item will be there, right? Basic price and discount and surcharges and forward and packing charges, etc. like that. So these informations will be we are going to be go to the sales order header level table, we are going to get the condition record number, right? If you are passing the sales order number, same thing for purchase also. If you are passing purchase order number, so you will get the purchase order number and condition record number. So then go to PRCD elements and pass the condition record number with item number. Maybe purchase order have 10 items, so maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 100. You can put the relevant item number, then you can able to hedge. Suppose item number 10, you have what all the different conditions which you are used in the purchase order. Clear? So that information you can able to be captured under the PRCD elements. So these are all the changes. So then next one is like advanced A to B process. So this advanced A to B is again integration between SD and PP, and this is also we are going to be incorporated. So flexible workflow. So I think most of them know about what is flexible workflow, right? So earlier it was release strategy. So the release strategy is nothing but purchase requisition, purchase order, contract, scheduling agreements, and the RFQ process, and even service entry sheet also they are using for purchase requisition. But now when it comes to the flexible workflow, so this is for the SAP S4 HANA, we are using for a flexible workflow. So for flexible workflow, so earlier what happened, the TR will be generated. So when we activate the flexible workflow, and the remaining there is no. So only thing is for activation, the document type, activation purpose, it is generating the TR. But other than that, whatever the Fiori level, we do the configuration, manage workflow for purchase order, manage workflow for purchase requisition, to configure the, what are the document type, which purchase organization, which purchasing group. So all the configuration we used to do in the Fiori level. So here in Fiori level, there is no any transport request number. Okay, so that we will see that. And so then so the flexible workflow, there is a manage workflow for purchase. The Fiori apps called manage workflow for purchase order, manage workflow for purchase requisition, manage workflow for service and receipt. So like that, there are each and every release strategy in SAP they configured as a the Fiori apps. So BRF output type, here I have mentioned. So this is the step-by-step process. There is a BRF plus output type determinations. So we call it as a output type configuration. So receiver. So we need to mention, right, receiver determination steps, channel, right, whether email or printout. So these are all the Fiori apps level we need to be configured. So the printer settings, email template, email recipients, form template, and output relevance and everything. Okay. So this is for the Fiori level. So how we can able to even public cloud or even the private cloud also, how we can able to configure it the step by step with a screenshot and everything. So we will share that. Next one is like a material ledger. So everyone knows that material ledger. So material ledger is, without activating material ledger, we cannot able to do any business transaction in SAP S4 HANA. So what are the steps they have given? So assign the material ledger type to the valuation area. What is valuation area? Our plant. So then activate valuation area for material ledger, right? So then assign currency type to material ledger, then production startup of material ledger, the error resolution. So this is for the ML activations. Once the plant is created, either MM or FI, they have to be activate the material ledger. ML activation has to be done. So after that, there is a CKM start. There is one more T code, CKM start. So there you have to execute your enter the plant and execute it. Then there is a background job scheduling. Okay, whatever configuration, everything you done, once you done it, then you have to schedule the background job, then execute immediately. So then your system allowed to create the material master. Okay, in material master there is a ML activation, and if you go to accounting one view, so there is a ML activation tick should be there. If your material master, if the tick is missing, you cannot able to do any business transaction. So this is mandatory in SAP S4 HANA. So next, FIGL. So GL level, what all the changes are there? I think if I explain, it will take another 1 hour. I will go little fast. So we are going to be what all the things we are going to be covered. So general ledger master data. In the general ledger master data, so there is a new field. There are so many fields they have given. There is a GL account type is added, and then there is a following values like balance sheet, whether X means balance sheet, N means non-operating expenses, P primary cost and revenue, a secondary cost. So these are all the types of changes they have given in the GL master level. And other fields also. There is a cost element category and the record quantity and unit of measurements. So these are all the changes in the control data table level. They have added that. Okay. So then the new field cost element category and the account settings for the controlling area. So the following cost element categories are available for the GL account type, right? So then foreign currency valuation has replaced by. So there in SAP, ECC, they are using FAGL underscore FC underscore value. But when it comes to for SAP S4 HANA, they are using for FAGL underscore FCV. So there are some modifications in S4 HANA. And then we have a ECC level. If you see, there are 3 parallel currencies in FI and 2 parallel currencies in CO. But whereas in SAP S4 HANA currency configuration, it depends on the universal journal ledgers. Okay. So then FK01 is now not is used. So same thing like a XD01, XK01. So these changes are, everyone knows that is completely change into BP. Same thing for FK01 also. Okay, the for financial related, FK is nothing but financial oriented vendor master, right? So FD means financial oriented customer master. So it's now not used actually. So next there is a credit management. Okay, the credit management also we are going to be, now it's completely for in FI, it's a FSCM only. So earlier and even for SD point of view, credit management is earlier it was in ECC, it is a FI. So now it is come to SD point of view. So we have to take care of the credit management and I mean, the different credit segments, and there is a new BP role also is there. So UKM 000, that BP role has to be created. So these are all, the step-by-step process to do the configurations. So then we have a FI asset accounting. So asset accounting, these are all the tables actually. So now these tables are completely replaced with AC docking. So this, what ANEK, that is a document header, asset posting, ANEP, ANEA, ANLP, ANLC. So these are all the, the tables. Yes, SAP is available. They are not removed, but still the AC Docker they have used actually. Okay. So all the data, it will be available in AC Docker. So the Fiori reports and everything will be captured, retrieved from the AC Docker table only. So then we have asset accounting, new adjustments, parameters of chart of depreciations. Okay, once configured the chart of depreciation, adjustment of parameter chart of depreciation need to be executed. So these are all the new changes in asset accounting. So again, asset accounting, parallel valuations. So important part of the new asset accounting is parallel valuation is multi-currency environment, and leading valuation can be recorded in any depreciation area. And the new asset accounting makes it possible to push in the real time in all the valuations. So asset area level, there are so many changes are there. So that we will see in the implementation projects. So next one is like asset cutover migrations. Okay, upload only master data using the transaction code AS91. Upload asset historical value, accumulated depreciation, and the depreciation for the year using the transaction code ABLDT. Upload the current year acquisition using the transaction code AB01. So these are all the. So what is the difference ECC and FI? So both we will look into that. Okay. So ECC side, how we are going to be, the cutover migration, what is the step-by-step process, but whereas in S4HANA, what are the steps that we will be see here. So next there is a bank account creations, right? So in ECC we don't have any option to create the, even though bank account is there, but there is any Fiori apps. But when it comes to SAP S4HANA, they given it in a bank accounting create, we need house banking, we config creations using through Fiori apps. So we called as a FI01, FI02, FI03. So now can maintain the bank hierarchies based on the bank business partner, overdraft limits, signatories and approvals flows, and additional reporting such as foreign bank account report and everything. Okay, so this is for bank accounting. So we need a Fiori apps. So through Fiori apps only we can able to configure it. So then we have a data migration technology. Okay, what is data migration technology? So in SAP we know, in ECC time we know LSMW is there, BDC is there, BAPI also we can use to upload. Then we have IDOC also we can use to upload. But when it comes to S4HANA, SAP suggests to implement for migration cockpit or LTMC, right? LTMC is, till 2020 LTMC supports. Now after 2020, now migration cockpit. So both are same. See, concept is same. End of the day, background, there is a Fiori apps back end. They are calling Fiori. There is a BAPI. Through BAPI, we are going to upload all the master data, whether it is a master data or open item. Okay. So now the data migration technologies, SAP has introduced the new functionality LTMC, and the use of LSMW for data load S4 is not recommended. So what SAP suggested that LSMW don't use for LSMW because that is very old, technology. We are using before 15-20 years before old. We used the car, but still you are trying to use means. So there are some kind of misuse the data uploading. You will face so many challenges, right? Maybe some challenges. Here like a single template, your work will be simplified. There actually, if you are going for LSMW, 100 output, 100 program has to be created, 100 template has to be designed. So it will be waste of your time. So that's what SAP they telling. Okay, but what telling, but still LSMW based on your preference, you can use it. But you can use system will support. Okay, they are not LSMW is not absolute. So next there is a PP module. What are the changes? So in ECC, if you see MRP plan, it's a the storage location level we can run the MRP, right? The planning if you want to run, suppose one plant there are multiple storage location. Maybe one is for the package material, another one is for the steel items, another one is like a spare item. So if they want to create a MRP, the system will support. But whereas in SAP S4HANA, so it will not support for storage location level. It is support only the plant level only. MRP is supporting. So material master length already we discussed 18 character to 40 characters. So that is the new changes. And then foreign trade field in material master is not available. So global trade solution is recommended solution. Okay, GTS. So that is going to be replaced now. And then SCRV material type, right? So SCRV is nothing but lean services, right? So if you created a SCRV material, you don't want to create account assignment category K, item category D. So that is not required. Directly you can create a material. So then you can able to do lean services, right? There is a Fiori app called Manage Service Entry Sheet. There is an app called Manage Service Entry Sheet. So you directly you can create the service entry sheets. Okay, so that is the changes of the SCRV material. Batch management also. Earlier they have MSC1, MSC2, MSC3, MSC4, but now SAP S4HANA there is a changes in the batch management T codes also. That all the changes they have given. So then XK01, XK02, yeah, these are all the absolute T codes, right? So then we have a SD also, FD01, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, XD01, so VD01, these are all the absolute. Okay, so Fiori we are going to be discussed. Okay, what is Fiori, and how we can able to how we can able to log in through Fiori, and how to access all the transactions, how to access all the reports, how to access all the analytical reports. So we are going to see, but back end what we need to assign the roles. So every module there are multiple departments. Every department there are certain roles. So these role we need to be assigned in SU01. Okay, so we will guide you. So how to get the roles, how to assign the roles and everything. So then you can able to access the Fiori apps. So that also you will get the exposure. So you can also practice in Fiori apps. Then migration cockpit cutover activities. So migration cockpit cutover activities like introduction to the system conversions, then steps start migration, right? Hardware and software requirement, and what are the 5 steps to system conversions. Okay, so here like using MM module. So what are all the master data we are going to be uploading? A material management module. So we have a material master, we have a service master, purchasing info record, open purchase order. So these I have listed what are the things actually: MM module, SD module, customer master, condition master, open sales contract, bill of material, auction routing, open production order, and FICO module, GL master, bank master, asset master, customer vendor, GL opening balance, bank opening, asset opening. Sorry, I'm going little fast because anyway. So these informations, everything will be, we will provide that. Okay, don't worry about that. And so then EWM also, the like a material warehouse master, then product handling unit, packaging material warehouse, resource data. So these are all the master data going to be uploaded. Okay, so till now whatever I have discussed, I'm not talking about the project. I'm not step out the implementation project. Okay, so this is part of your end-to-end implementation project. Okay, so this is the part of your end-to-end implementation project. Most of them, they are not aware of the delta changes. Okay, here you are learning. So they are people are charging separately for delta changes 30,000, 35,000. We are not charging for that. It is including your implementation projects. Okay, so next, here there are what all the absolute T code, what all that the transaction codes are absolute here, right, that I have given. So here this is the CK11. So here CK11N transaction code. So like that, there are 200, 300 transaction codes are there. So we will show you how to get it, all the transaction codes, and we can able to get it, what are the absolute T codes, and what are how we can able to get those T codes also. So but these are all not much important, but still at least for the interview point of view they will be asking. So these are all the questions. So you should tell them this is the table. I'm going PRGN underscore CORR2 table. So there I have to enter the batch, my batch number. So my installation, the batch number. So there are some steps are there to how to fetch it and everything. I will explain you. Okay. So next I will jump into the activate methodologies. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about our the activate methodology. Okay, what is activate methodology? So till now whatever we discussed, I told you this is purely for your delta changes for each and every module. What are the delta changes? If you familiarize those things, you are clear in interview. Okay, technically. But next one is like how to become a SAP implementation consultant. So that is what I'm going to explain about you. What are the we are using for the activate methodology? In the activate methodology, what are the deliverables we have? Okay.
I have one more doubt. It's like, so you will be helping us to do the implementation like now?
Yeah, so let me finish. Yeah, we will help you. Yes, yes. So let me finish. So another 20 minutes is there. Okay, then we will discuss about that. I'll explain about. So here, like we discussed about we already discussed. We have implementation project, we have a support project, and we have a migration project, greenfield, and we have a brownfield and the migration. We have a hybrid model also. So that is also we are going to be explained. So how it is going to be different in the so greenfield to brownfield to hybrid, how it is different. So that is going to be discussed. And then so we are going to discuss about like the rollout project also. See, there are in industry, if you are going, so you cannot say only for implementation projects. So they will be asking for the rollout project also, what are the changes you have, I mean what are the roles you performed. So that is also we are going to be discussed here. And third one, there is a support related projects. So how support related project, you can put it, I worked in a support project. So what you will answer? So next questions, it will be, tell me what are the tickets you have used, what are the tickets you have resolved. Okay, tell me, at least you should be ready for 50 tickets. Okay, in that, what are the complex ticket which you have faced? Out of 50, you should be ready for at least 5 to 10 complex tickets also. So this is another most important for us. We need to be, so ready for the support project, because we can, yeah. So we'll update our CV. So these are all the more important for us, right? So for implementing, so now implementation project, we are talking about there are 5 phases, right? So we have activate methodology, but how we are going to be working in the implementation project? So even we have our teams are working, they are working for different they are working for Dubai project, they are working for Hyderabad project, but so how that environment? So generally what will happen in the if you go to the implementation project start, you will be in a on-site only. So implementation project people 90, which means like the lead, or maybe as a consultant, I can say, maybe the support target, people who are giving some supporting documents, so they will be working in offshore. So they cannot say that I'm working in an implementation project. Maybe even though they can say I'm working in an implementation project, but all the phases they cannot able to they cannot mention, right? I worked in discover phase, I worked in preparation phase or explore phase. So they cannot say like that. So they can say only the realization is where I have done the configuration. That's it. But here in if you talk about like the the client side, so we need to give the understand about the client. So what is the industry? First, the interviewer are very clever. You tell me about your industry. You tell me what are the entities they have, and in that which entities they have implemented SAP, which entities they are not they have done that rollout project, they have implemented phase 1, phase 2. So these are all more important. So what we do actually here, so this implementation project, we are not just like that, we are not going to implement activate methodology. So the step-by-step process. So once the client, if you went to the client side, okay, so client, what they will give you? So client will give that, okay, there are every module, there are 200 pages of document, boss, this is my scope document, please go through that. So this is the document, first they will give it to you. So the same approach we also provide. We have prepared the document. So this document will be provided to you, and this 200 pages document will give it to for each and every module. Even if you for EWM module or SD module, MM module or FI module or PP module or PM module, so we will provide the scope document of that 200 pages of document to individual consultant. Okay, what is the next step then we have to do? So based on the scope document only, so we are going to understand how many entities, what is the industry. So what are all the industries we are going to be implemented? So when we are implementing, it's not a single company code. So they have a 20, 30 divisions are there, 20, 30 entities are there. So whether these 20, 30 entities we are going to be implemented, or whether we are going to be implemented for the 10 entities or 10 profit centers or 10 company codes. Okay, so once we have done that, so then we are going to follow the step-by-step document. So the scope document is more important. So here also you will get the same exposure. If you are going to the the physical area, I mean the client location, what exposure you are getting, the same exposure you will be getting through our daily basis, our meeting. So we are going to give you the scope document. So we are going to give you about the client. We are going to give you about the industry. What are the business process currently they are doing? Everything we are going to give you in such a document. So based on that only we are going to be execute our projects. Okay. So first what we are going to do, so here there is a discover phase. Okay, discover phase, what are the activities we perform? So first we have to perform the questionnaires preparations. Okay, what are the we need to understand about the client business process. So for that we are going to prepare the questionnaires. So based on the questionnaires, what we are going to do, so we are going to prepare the business process workshop. So let's say for I'm a SD module consultant, so I just identified there are 75 questions I have prepared. Maybe the client might be given 50 questions they have answered. So balance 25 questions maybe they are not clear. So but whatever we gathered the information from the client, we need to prepare the document in SAP. We need to demonstrate to the SAP, and what are the business process currently you are using, that you have to make sure that. Okay, so that is more important. So after that, they will ask you in discover phase what are the deliverables. So we have the trial systems, like we call as IDA system, right? So we need to demonstrate, right? So we need to demonstrate if there is any business process client is asking, immediately we have to connect with all the module consultant. So we need to demonstrating to the customer. So this is the activity first we are going to be perform in the discover phase. So next what we are going to do, okay. So next we are going to discuss about the preparation phase. So preparation phase, what we are going to do, so we are going to prepare the project organization structure. So organization structure, this is again PMO activity. So they will decide, they will prepare the, they will prepare the organization structure. So there are two different, one is client, another one is for implementing company, right? So they will take care of the project organization structure, and they will decide who is the delivery director, who is the delivery manager, who is the, project manager. So like that, solution architect, consultant, technical model, so everything they are going to be addressed. So they are going to discuss, and there is a, they are going to be communicated each other. Okay. So then we are going to discuss in the kickoff meeting. So kickoff meeting with the client as well as the implementing company. So we are going to be maybe on-site level, the meeting will happen. Offshore level also people will be working. For example, let's say the project is running in UK. So UK level, people who are in on-site, they will be working. They will be in the meeting, and offshore level people who are working in India or Bangalore. So they will be also connecting through online. So this meeting is more important actually, so that once we will understand what next we need to do. So then they are going to discuss about the project timeline, right? So when the project is going to be start, and the discover phase, what are how many durations we are going to be implemented. So we also follow, we have a project manager. Project manager is going to follow, so daily basis they are going to give you the updates. So we are in the discover phase. Okay, discover phase is 5 days times we have given. So have you completed all the activity? If no, so then they will follow that. So every day they are going to be counting. So because our implementation project days is 60 days. Okay, because in real life, real days, what happens, so they will take it 6 months, they will take 1 year also, 2 years also, based on the volume of the business transaction, so they will take it. But here, so we compressed into 60 days. So for 60 days we have to, our PMO is responsible to complete the project within the six months, sorry, within the 60 days. And same time you also have to deliver your project. Maybe you are also working in company, you don't have much time, but it's the time limit is only for 60 days for it. So third one is like a business process master list, BPML. Okay, what is BPML? So client side, this is for actually, for consultant point of view. For all the module consultant, we need to prepare the BPML list. So this is a next deliverable document. So whatever I'm just talking about, that these are all the deliverable documents. Okay, so this BPML document, first, why we need to prepare? We need to understand what are the process we are going to be implemented in the client. Okay, so that is the normal Excel sheet which contains about the module, submodule, and what all the business process and everything has to be prepared. So this is also we need to be, this we don't want to discuss, we need to make sure that okay, through client, okay, this process they need it. Okay, so then after that we have the RISEP objects. Okay, what is RISEP objects? It's nothing but the technical, above module consultant, they are going to develop all the programs, right? Forms, reports, workflow, report, interface, conversion, enhancement, forms. Okay, so this RISEP object is again more important, because most of the interview they will be asking you, have you done any complex scenario? Complex scenario means, so these are all the gaps actually. Any gaps? Have you done implemented any gaps? So what is gaps? Suppose I have SAP system, I have a weight bill system. So how these two systems are connecting? So what is the tool which you are used in SAP? RISEP is the multiple tools. Forms is one of the tool. Report is one of the tool. Conversion is one of the tool. Interfaces is another tool, right? So report is another tool. So which means which tool? So which RISEP object you implemented, right? So in this case, what will happen? I'm creating the, you are creating this, you are selling the product to the customer. Okay, the product, maybe there's some aggregate material. So this truck is coming and carry the aggregate material, goes to that weight bridge system. Weight bridge system, there is a third party application they are using. So now what will happen? SAP and the weight bridge system is going to be connected, and automatically the delivery, I mean post goods issue is going to be posted. So this is again, there is a interfaces. Suppose you creating the sales order, I need to take the printout. So this printout, there is a BRF, I need to configure it like, output type I need to configure. I have to take the, the functional specification I have to design. So then I have to take the printout, right? So this is called as a forms. So same thing like enhancements in sales order level, I have to implement. There are truck details. I need to implement with delivery details. I need to add with who is the truck driver and what is that vehicle number and everything. I need to implement in that every delivery. So this called as a enhancement. So I need to upload my SD master data, SD open item, open sales order, open contract. I need to upload. That is called as a conversion. Okay, so this is nothing but these are all the things more important. So you have to learn in the implementation project. So these are all interview questions I'm telling. So these are all the interview point of view you'll be learning. So these are all the RISE objects. So here what are the first you have to identify all the RISE object MM, SD, FI, PP, EWM. So what are all the the RISE object? So all the RISE object we need to be addressed first. So let's say for I have a 300 RISE objects. So whether all the 300 I have to implement or only for first 50 I have to implement. First 50 is nothing but high priority. So they will, okay, you take this is priority, this is priority, this is priority. So this is second priority, this is third priority. So in this case, what happened? The first priority RISE object we have to be implemented. So this is also you will be, so then see these are all, when you're working in an implementation project only, you can able to talk at an interview. Okay, anyway, so next I will talk to explore phase, right? Explore phase, what we are going to do. So here we are going to discuss about the, here only the communications, the starts. So we are going to demonstrate. So here the workshop, mostly we call it as a workshop. There is a fit to standard workshop based on the SAP S/4HANA best practices. So every module there is a best practices documents are there. So every module there is a best practices documents are there. We can download the best practices, then we can able to upload it. Okay, so this best practices, what happens, so we can able to prepare the fit to, there is a PowerPoint presentation document we have to be prepared for each and every module, so that we need to be presented to the customer. So every process we have to design in such a way that what is the process, what is the key process flow, what are the roles and authorization, and what is the process flow diagram, reporting requirements. So this kind of information, this kind of information has to be designed in the fit to standard workshop. Okay, so next what happens, there is a gap analysis. So gap analysis, what you will do, so you will come to know while prepare the fit to standard workshop. So let's say for you have a 25 process you demonstrated. So customer side they will say that okay, I have a 5 process, five gaps are there. So these 5 gaps has to be addressed. So these 5 gaps, whether the gaps might be interfaces, whether the gaps might be the reports, custom reports, whether the gaps might be there are some kind of enhancements. So we have to address. So for that, we have to noting down those things also. You will be identify the gaps. So then how we can able to do, then we have to prepare the functional specification. So we know that we will guide you how to prepare the functional specification for the RISE objects. So then how you can able to communicate to the technical team. So like that, this activity will go on. So then finding the above RISE objects, already we discussed what are the RISE object which we have discussed, right? So priority one object we have to be taking care. So that priority one object we have to prepare the functional specification. So next we are moving to the business blueprint. So this is more important actually. So because most of the consultant they have removed because of the blueprint phase, most of the consultant will not be there. So which means this the implementation project is not easy. So we can do the anyone can do the configuration, anyone can test it, anyone can work the process. But when it comes to that implementation project, so how we are going to demonstrating the process to customer, whether you have really have experience or not. So based on these are all the the presentation skill also important, not only the configurations. Okay, so we are thinking that I have a configurations, I can get a job. No, it's not like that. So people will have very good presentation skill. Those people can easily get a job than the people who are technically you are strong. Okay, so in the business blueprint we have to design which contains about what is the as-is process for each and every 25 process. Let's say for SD model you have, for this SD model we have to prepare 25 process, blueprint should be there. So what is the as-is process for that, what is the to be process, and what is the to be process flow diagram. So in fit to standard workshop you demonstrated. So there that process flow diagram you need to be take it in the your blueprint you have to take it. So you should not you have to design your own customized process flow. You should not take it from SAP best practices process flow diagram. Okay, after that you have to mention that what are the roles and authorization. So what are the roles are maybe sales order, inquiry creations, then quotation creations, so like a sales order delivery. So what are the roles which are involving for the business process, the roles also you have to include. And what are the gaps. So if this process, if you are running for one of the, let's say for one of the consignment business process, so if you are running the consignment process, what is the gaps? So that gaps also have to be, so like that all the 25 even reporting requirements and everything has to be specified in your business blueprint. So this exposure also will be getting here in this as a live end-to-end implementation project. So nobody will give you this kind of opportunity. So here everybody, everything, the deliverable, everything you are going to deliver it. So end of the day, the 60 days, what will happen? So you feel that I am a consultant. I know how to prepare the, because all the 21 plus deliverable document will be done. So next we are going to work about the KDS, key data structure. KDS is more important. So these are all the technical words. KDS is nothing but key data structure. So for if you are MM consultant, you have to define like your what is your warehouse org structure, what all the company code plant, and what all the master material type and account category reference valuation class. So what all the BP type and BP vendor account group, customer account group, and what are the PR type, PO number ranges, the pricing procedures, spiritualities, latest, what all the account category. See, all the information we have to be addressed, even any module. So this KDS which contains about what we are going to be configured, so that information we have to be prepared. Okay, so next we are going for the data migration approach strategy. Data migrations, already we discussed, data migration is nothing but is like a cutover activities, right? So for uploading your open item, uploading your master data, uploading your transaction data, uploading your open item. So we need to prepare the strategy. So how we are going to upload? So what is the program? So are we going to, are we going to upload this master data using, technical consultant, maybe through BDC or whether through any BAPI? So that strategy has to be designed. Suppose in MO module there are 7 cutover items. In SD module there are 4 cutover items. So we have to make sure all the cutover items through which tool we are going to be used, right? So that is what we are going to be discussed here. So again the PMO they will help you. So here like how the we have to prepare and everything, each and every module, so we have to deliver it. So then authorization, roles and assignment. So this is more important actually. So roles and assignment is nothing but while during the cutover act, while during the user acceptance testing, right, UAT. So while doing the UAT, so we are going to be you know suppose in MM you have there are 100 users are there. In 100 users we have a multiple department. So in SD module also they have 75 users are there. So the 75 users from, one is sales department, another one is for delivery department, another one is from invoice department. So now, so we need to prepare the sub department, right? So the role is nothing but the sub department level we have to create the roles. So we are thinking that MM module only one role, no. So SD module only one role, no. So there are multiple sub department are there. Okay, so every module, so we have a sub department. So we need to design the role in such a way that, so we have to create the, once we created the role, we have to test it in quality system whether the purchase requisition, all the user have the purchase requisition options are there. All the users have the, in department manager whether he have the approve the purchase requisitions. In purchaser who can able to create the purchase orders. In purchase manager who can able to create the purchase order. So in warehouse plus who can able to receive the goods, and accounts payable accountant who can able to create the invoice. So this is nothing but role. So this role has to be tested first. Otherwise what will happen? So when there is a UAT, there is some error will come. Again you have to connect with the basis consultant, security consultant. So again unnecessarily it's waste of your time, and they will not be available immediately. So end of the day your UAT will be postponing, so you will be getting negative impact. Okay, so roles and roles and authorization is nothing but the sub department level, right? As I told you, so we have to assign the group of Fiori apps. Okay, so roles is contains the group of Fiori apps, right? We are not using any T codes in SAP S/4HANA, but GUI based apps is there. GUI based T codes we are using, but in client side I'm telling. Okay, so group of Fiori apps to be used for the each and every department, that is called as a roles and authorization. So next there is a final master data template. Okay, what is finalized master data template? So this is more important as a consultant. So here you also going to be finalize the master data template. So how this is, whether this is a real time project means, yes, this is a real time project. You are going to be implementing the real time project. How they have done the same project you are going to be implementing here. So the same project, you are preparing the master data template, you are preparing the business blueprint. The same template, there is a fit to standard workshop is there. See, as a physically what they are going to do, all the activity here, we are going to do it. We are means not us. You are going to do here. So finalize master data templates. So once we finalize the master data template, each and every module, that is more important. So they will so it's a PMO will follow everyone. So to provide the template, and this template has to be tested before that. Simply yes, I got the template, then you cannot send it, right? So you have to migration cockpit LTMC. So we will teach you how to upload the master data in LTMC or migration cockpit templates. So once you have the experience, then only you can download the template, right? So all the this is nothing but the template, by default is there. So only thing is you should know how to create the projects, how to assign the objects, and how we can able to download the templates. Very simple steps only. It's not a very, it's not a big things. Okay, but still we need someone has to support us, right? So for that we will ask our internal consultant. So definitely they will help you. So for how to upload, because most of them they are not uploaded migration cockpit. These are all in interview point of view. You can easily tell them, yes, I worked in the cutover activities. I have uploaded my material master. I have uploaded my GL master. I have uploaded my bill of material work center routing. So open production order. These are all I have uploaded using migration cockpit. So what all the steps are there? You can explain the step-by-step process I have followed. So then he will agree. No, you worked in the implementation project. You are explaining, right? Nobody's cheating anyone. So you have the experience here. You are explaining to the interviewer. So end of the day, you should get the job, right? So that's what I'm telling. The same exposure, even real time also, one consultant cannot get all this exposure. Here, all the exposure, individual consultant, you are going to be getting here. So next there is a realization phase. So in the realization phase, we have a configurations. So we have to prepare the functional specification. Then we have the technical specification, right? So ABAP object development, everything going to be started in the realization phase. So then we have a show and tell session. So we have whatever the business process we have configured, we have to demonstrate it to the customer. So that is also you guys are going to demonstrate, okay? Not me. So then we have a cutover plan. So cutover plan, there are two different type of cutover. One is for the preliminary cutover plans, another one is for production cutover plan. So I will explain about in the deployment phase the cutover activities. So already we discussed what is the tool we are using, what all the data we are uploading, master data, open item. So here, like uh, what are the two different type of cutover activities that we will discuss. So next there is a test scripts, that is more important. Okay, so test script is nothing but, so we have a three different type of testings is there. So until and otherwise three different testing, we cannot move further. So this is one of the major area. So so here, that is what we are telling. There is a BPML process. You missed out some of the process in UAT, they will catch you. These are all happened actually. These are all the things happened in real time. So you executed, let's say you identified 25 process, you executed all the 25 process. When user is executing the 25 process, they are telling that, another two more process, he is trying to test it, so system will throw the error. Then he'll know why, how come this new process comes. So these are all the challenges will be there. So that is the reason. So we need to very clear. So when we are giving the scope document, as I told you, that 200 pages of document which contains all the business informations. If you missed out something, if you are not read properly, or you missed out some of the process there, so then it will catch in UAT. So user will be clear, right? Otherwise user, they will terminate user. So user will be very clear. Yes, he can able to test all the process. So we need to make sure that all the process, that is what I'm telling, the day one, we should be very clear. Even though our implementation project, you should be clear. We have to go through the scope document. As I told you, that scope document is more important. Okay, so now unit testing. First, you have to prepare the unit test script. Unit test scripts means, all the, suppose you are creating the, let's say for import purchase order, or let's say for subcontracting purchase process. In subcontracting purchase process, what are all the sequential steps? First, you are creating the purchase requisition. So next, there is a approval of purchase requisition. Then there is a convert purchase requisition to purchase order, approve purchase order. So then there is a transfer posting material to subcontractor. So then we are going to do the goods receipt process. After goods receipt, we are going to do the invoice verification. After invoice verification, there is a payment. So I'm not mentioning the payment process here. At least MM process you have to mention like this. So you have to prepare the unit test scripts for all the modules, all the process. Okay. So once you prepared, then you have to execute the process. Okay. So here our if you are struggle or if you need any configuration guidelines or anything, so our team will be helping. No need to worry about that. So once you prepare the unit test scripts, then you have to execute, then you have to update the document number. Okay, I successfully completed all the unit testings. Okay, what is next? There is a integration testing. So here only you will be getting additional exposure. So here nobody have this kind of option. So in our project, we have all the modules are there. We have MM module, SD module, PP module, FI module, PM module, PS module, EWM module. So these are all the modules we have. So what is the opportunity you are getting? So you will be getting the exposure of how your MM module is integrating to SD module, how your MM module is integrating to PM module, PS module, and FICO module. So like that, every module is integrated in SAP. So nobody, it's not like, my SD module is not integrated, my EWM module is not. It's not like that. SAP is a completely tightly integrated all the cross modules. So we need to execute because interview questions also most of the questions will be in the cross integration testing only. So you have to involve the integration testing also. All the process we have to be tested. Make to order process. In the make to order process, what all the steps will be there? In first sales order creation, MRP run. So sales order process, first they will do 1, 2, 3, 4 process. So then go to PP module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like MRP run, planned order creations, then purchase requisition creation. Then yes, MM module. So after purchase requisition, approve purchase requisition, then convert PR to PO, then GRN. So then goods issue, then they release the production order, then goods issue, then confirm the production order, then goods receipt of the production order. So after that, they are going to deliver the goods to customer. So this is one of the process. So think about that, how many modules are integrated. PP module is integrated, SD module is integrated, FI module is integrated, MM module is integrated. So this exposure is more important. Okay, so only learning your own module in SAP will not support. Is not, nobody's recommend. Okay, so you should be learn with the cross module also, and with the accounting impact and the process steps and everything you should know that. Okay, so third one is a user acceptance testing. I told you. So this user acceptance testing. So this is more important actually in SAP. Okay, some of the process you are not tested properly, then user will catch you. So then it will be a big impact. So then PMO level, the meeting it will go is very different way. Anyhow, so next there is a uh, user acceptance testing. So once we successfully completed UAT, so then we will sign off the Q gate process, right? So next we are preparing about the deployment phase. So deployment phase, so this is nothing but your master data uploading, right? Master data means not only master data, we have a transaction data, we have open items is there, transaction open item almost same. Okay, and master data. So this data we need to be uploaded. So there are two different type of cutover activities. So one is for the pre-production cutover activity. Okay, which means there are two different server. And second one is like a production cutover activity. So why we are going to do the pre-production cutover activity? So first we have to upload all the data in the pre-production server, and we need to confirm the customer. I uploaded this 50,000 material I uploaded. I have downloaded from SAP. I shared with you. Please confirm that. So I have uploaded 750 GL accounts and all the 750 GL accounts I have downloaded and I sent to you. Please confirm that if there is any changes. So once you get the confirmation from the customer, so then they will say that okay, they will say yes, this data is correct. Then they will give you the new data for the production cutover productions. So this new data will provide for the production server. So then we need to upload it. So before that, we already tested all the program. We already tested the migration cockpit. All the data upload, everything is done successfully. So now pre-production production, even small changes in template level, again you have to create a new project. Again new, we have to assign the object. Everything you have to do it newly. Okay. So anyhow, so this exposure you will be getting here. So you will be getting the exposure of that how to upload all the master data. So each and every master data you can able to be uploaded here. So that exposure will be getting here. So then we have a pre-go live check. Then we have a uh, yeah, so the pre-go live check is nothing but once we done all the activity in production server, we have to make sure that some of the transaction, we need to manually maintain the number ranges has to be maintained, or some of the characteristics class has to be created. So these are all the the pre-go live things, we have to be check on that. So run phase is the last, is the sixth phase of the activate methodology. So this is here we have to resolve and close the open ticket. So here once here the go live is happened. So now the go live and support activities is happened. In the support activity, what all the, so that is what we told actually. So the support issues, what all the support tickets you face. So that support tickets, we need to prepare it. So we have a 50 plus support tickets will be there. So that how we can, how you give a solutions, and in that what all the complex support tickets is there. So that is also we need to be uh, you know answer for that. Okay, so that exposures will be there in the support point of view, so that in your, when we are preparing your CV, so we can update as a support project, because you cannot put only implementation project, right? So when you are updating your CV with the support project, at least minimum 50 support tickets you should have the confidence. So then only you can talk it in interview point of view. Also implementation project, you can have a, you can talk, you can you can answer, you can able to you have the complete end-to-end experience, you can share it. But when it comes to support project, you should know, you should have the tickets, right? So that information you will be getting here. So we are planning the Jira ticketing tools, and we will assign the tickets there. So from there you can able to answer all the support tickets, or maybe just for even normally if you're preparing all the support tickets also, it's okay. So here what all the the functional specification preparation for forms, reports, enhancement, interfaces. So these are all the technical things which already we discussed, and 300 plus technical interview questions also, we are sharing with you. So those questions is very helpful for you to clear the technical round interview. And the professional resume preparation, so we are sharing the professional CV. So that CV which contains with your end-to-end implementation project, what are all the roles and responsibilities. Okay, what are the roles and responsibilities in the end-to-end implementation project? It's a greenfield implementation project. And support project, what are the roles and responsibility, and then migration project. So all the informations we are going to share with you, so that template will share with you. So then we have a, we discuss about the support tickets, and we have a Jira ticketing tools also. So somebody is asking what is the ticketing tools you have used, so how you are used. So then at the time, at least you should know the Jira ticket. We will share you, we will guide you, how to log in and how to take the tickets, and how to resolve and everything. So then integration with other module. So this is already explained you. So here this project is, that is the advantage actually. So we have MM, SD, FI, SD, EWM, PP, QM, PM, PS. So all the module you can able to to be tightly integrated here, right? Because all the business process we are going to be integrated. So that 100% you have to execute all the cross module process. So that is added advantage for you. So greenfield, brownfield implementation project exposure, you can project yourself as a 4+ years of experience. You can project yourself as a 4+ years of experience. So which means it's not like, so this end-to-end implementation project, which means like our past students point of view I'm telling. So people they are put as a fresher also. Somebody cannot able to put any experience. So somebody can those people they applied as a fresher, they are getting the job. That is also happening. And the people who have that experience, I have a 4 years, I worked in the electrical industry, so I need I need to update this implementation project with the gap. Yes, that is also very much possible. Okay, so this implementation project, so the only thing is, if you want to change your career, if you want to switch over into SAP, so you have to promote yourself as a greenfield end-to-end implementation consultant. So whatever I have explained here, this is nothing is theoretical. I will give the document, I will give the blueprint document, you keep it yourself. I will give you the fit to standard workshop or BPML or KDS. So these are all delivered by you only here. So end of the day, this project is going to be change your career. Along with that, you will get the confidence. See, end of the day, you should have the confidence, right? So without have the confidence, so how you will attend the interview? Most of them, you will not prepare the CV itself. So this, will give you the confidence. Yes, I can put minimum 4+ years. I can expect minimum 10 to 12 lakhs, package. I can expect it. So that confidence this will give it. So because IBM or Accenture or TCS, what they are implementing, The same thing we are giving in 60 days for you. Even that people who are working in IBM, they cannot able to deliver all the deliverables here, what I have demonstrated. So they cannot deliver the 3 year, 4 years consultant, they cannot deliver. Okay, so the project, yeah, we are starting November 15th. So we have 2 batches, morning 10 a.m. IST and evening 8 p.m. IST. And if you want to change, yeah, if you want to join, or if you are interested, you can connect with Shrikant 98941 19006. Okay, so I done my demo. So Shrikant, is there any Google form filling anything? Is there? Just you can share to them. So let them, the interested team, they can able to fill the forms.
So what means database?
1 second. Yeah, Shrikant.